Jake, the offensive line obviously changed a little bit from last year, injuries and that sort. What was your kind of critique or grade of how you guys did in the first game with the ground game?
Well, Coach Leonard kind of gave us a pretty rough score. Obviously, we wanted to control line of scrimmage, which we did for the majority of the game, which would open up more holes, essentially, for Ralph to run through and some of the other running backs. But overall, we got everything fixed that we needed to correct, and looking forward to this week.
Is there a question there? I mean, you have some inexperience, especially on one side of the line. Is that an issue that you just kind of get over with playing games?
I think the kind of this developing relationship with the other guys at the side of the line has been a big emphasis this offseason. And between the right guard and the right tackle, from the left tackle to the left guard, we all are on the same page. And we've all been able to build a great relationship where we can just establish a line and move forward.
Jake, what's sort of the balance between confidence coming out of this game, knowing that you guys did a lot of things well, versus the disappointment of not getting the result you wanted?
I mean, it was obviously a lot more tough than we could have possibly imagined, but also at the same time, we made the corrections, and we're moving forward and looking forward to this week.
Darrius, how close do you guys think you are to where you want to be after one game?
Especially looking back at the last game, I think we're in a pretty good shape. Last game we had a few mishaps that we fixed, like Jake said, during his practices. So, I mean, I'm really confident, really looking towards Georgia.
It looked like Johnny kind of got a swagger a little bit that last drive when you guys got down and scored the touchdown. What was his demeanor throughout the game? How was he in the huddle? How was he throughout the whole game?
Johnny is a tremendous player. Let me just first say that. And he's the type of cat that doesn't let one mistake judge his game. He's gonna keep playing, and the ball that he did throw that brother picked off, that he just kept playing, man. And luck, and sadly that we had some mishaps in the first half that possibly ended the game that we didn't want to end it like. So like I said, just looking forward to the Georgia game.
Darrius, we talked going into the season about what your role would be. You did get the ball a lot of different ways. How was that as a first effort for you? And is there a lot more to come, you think?
More than likely. So getting the balls in my hand like last game was a big step as far as like moving the ball, and giving me space. And I'm looking forward to almost the same thing, but probably even more in the Georgia game.
Jake, kind of what I asked Darrius, Johnny looked like he was still upbeat each time he threw those picks. As an offensive lineman, do you see that as a positive thing, that he kind of washes that off, or how do you take that?
It's obviously a huge improvement. It all starts with the quarterback, and if the quarterback's positive, it's going to reflect the rest of the team, especially the offense. And regardless of what Johnny did in that game, he still has a positive head and shoulders and is moving forward in the right direction.
So he'd get frustrated at times last year, though, you think?
I wouldn't say frustrated. I would just say just mixed emotions. But
Coach said you guys aren't going to bow down to any team, obviously alluding to you're playing a ranked team this week.
Mm-hmm.
He has that attitude. What tells you about this team that the players have that attitude?
In terms of Vanderbilt?
Yeah. That you're not going to bow down to the opponent. You're a big underdog, obviously.
Well, regardless if we're the underdog or not, we're not going to surpass any team that we see. And, a lot of teams are probably going to overlook us, which we want them to. And, that will give us more of the advantage that we're hoping for. Personally, I think we have the right guys in the right places to do some damage this weekend.
Jake, what adjustments can your offense make to reduce turnovers and sustain more drives?
I just think we kind of corrected those mistakes that we made from the footage that we watched from the West Kentucky film, and we're looking forward to this week.
Jake, you said it was kind of a rough score that you got from Coach Leiter. What were maybe the 2 or 3 points of emphasis that he wants you guys to do better at?
Well, every offensive line coach is going to want his offensive line to establish line of scrimmage, and that's a big emphasis for this week, and we're going to get it done.
Jake, is Ralph Webb getting overshadowed in this game because of Nick Chubb?
Not at all.
Nationally? And
not at all. Personally, I would rather have Ralph Webb than Nick Chubb any day. He's Vanderbilt's running back, and he's going to get it done.
One more question? Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.